Ever sat around in your kitchen wondering if you have the right materials to make a potato bazooka? I have. And it's good news, because you only need a spaghetti jar like this. Don't need the food. You need some hair care products, like this, and there we are. All the ingredients you need to make what is an effective vegetarian war machine. OK, what you do is you fill this jar with hairspray. Now, as you can see, it starts to condense there on the side, and it'll trickle down into the bottom. Now, you do it as much as you can till there's a noticeable lake at the bottom. OK, we've got that. And then we need a potato, which we get. Make sure it's just about the right, or it fits the circumference of the jar as best you can, and then knock it in. I find a rolling pin works best for that. You just knock that down, right the way to the bottom. OK? And it's loaded. Now, what you do at this point is pop it onto the hob and, well, light it. Come on. There we are, that's lit. And then you retire to a safe distance. I've kind of got Cornwall in mind, though I'm told this is going to be enough, because it does have quite a range. Who'd like to see that again in slow motion? Run it again. Come on, let's see it again. Look at it. That's just the best thing ever. Let's move on to something a little more useful in an everyday context. Feeding babies. Now, we all know the problem. Your favourite TV show's about to start and you find that your baby is kind of disinterested, distracted, mardy, won't eat. Well, I may have a solution. What you need is a simple party popper, such as you'd get at any joke shop. Now, you take out a little cardboard base and discard the streamers, which you don't need, then simply fill it instead with whatever it is that your baby happens to like. I mean, I've got here some tender chicken with carrot. So we get that filled up like so, that'll do. And then we must remember to put the cardboard back in, OK? And we just take aim and... Have you ever lain awake at night wondering what would happen if you plugged a pickled gherkin into the mains? I have. So, let's find out, shall we? We put the live wire in there, and we put the neutral wire in there. So we just get this arranged properly, OK? And then we are going to hit it with 240 of Her Majesty's finest volts. Look at it! That's just amazing! Coming soon to the Ann Summers Winter Collection. It costs Britain roughly £1 billion a year to be in the EU. We give them £6 billion, we get about £5 billion in subsidies. Now, the Spanish do things rather differently. They pay £3.7 billion to be in the EU and take £7.8 billion in subsidies. A net profit, then, of £4.1 billion. Now, technically speaking, this is what an economist would call a shitload of cash. The Spanish have even nicked our cuisine. You can't go anywhere on their filthy south coast without being offered the enticing combination of chips and fish, which they probably nicked from the pond in your garden. But then, this is better than the national dish you get over there. It's called paella. Let me show you how it's made. Basically, you take some rice, we've got some here, and we put it in a dish like so, OK? Then we leave that to one side so the flies can crawl all over it. OK, we then go for the prawns. Now, you have to peel them, which, of course, in England is a bit of a chore, but the Spanish love this, of course, you see. It's great. They're a race, remember, who like to poke holes in bulls and torture donkeys. And remember, drop the dead donkey over there's a game show. So they pull its legs off, you know, rip its eyes out. They enjoy it very much. Right, so we've got the prawns like this. Now, we must make sure the middle bits don't go in. There we go. Shells go in like that. Good meat there. I'm only halfway through. Next we take an egg like that. And then we garnish it, really, with whatever you can find, really, in your waste bin. What do you think of British holidaymakers? Are we the worst tourists?
No, I would say no. That would be very unfair. I would say,
I strongly advise you stop eating there.
I would say...
And guess what I've got? Yes, look, it's the culinary nuke. But of course, you're thinking, turkeys can't fly. Or can they? Have you ever wondered if your bin could somehow be converted into a mortar? I have. So let's find out, shall we? Here is the bin, into which we must put really a great deal of hairspray. I do suggest you go for 2 cans on this occasion, and you don't want a puddle in there so much as a sort of reservoir, really. I think that's probably about enough. Good. Now, we must insert the turkey. And in you go, stop protesting. And then we're going to have to put it on the hob like so. Because I want to point it at that television, which I think is about right there, showing a period drama look. Won't be for much longer. Now, to stop it rolling over when the explosion takes place, we'll put some bananas in, like this. There we go. And clear the blast area, because we don't want to damage these precious pots and pans. Right, I think now we just simply turn on the gas and retire to a safe distance. Let's start, shall we, with a plate full of ordinary silver foil. What have we got? Oh, look at that! Indoor fireworks! Oh, Marrow, look at it! Look at this! There it comes. Open up the door, put them on the thing. Ready? Absolutely fantastic. It's all on fire. We pour it onto our cheese and onto our bread, and then we light it. You then just add a little bit of garnish. There we go. Oh, look at the poor little egg.